Hello everybody, it's me, Crucial Roy, finally for another video. I'm sorry for this very long hiatus. How long has it been? Like 2 months? Almost 3 months already, right? I'm sorry about to let you all down. A lot of things have happened since my last, how you call it, ride video. First of all is that I'm already a week away from my first MSF um, exam. So I already applied for the course, and today is April 21st, 2 days before my birthday actually, and the 26th and the 27th is gonna be the two writing exam classes. I already passed the written test. They gave me a link for the electronic course, which I actually passed, and then I just have to pass the writing exam. It's gonna be 2 days of full fun. I have some questions that I have to ask to the coaches, but I think I'm gonna pass it with a very respectable mark. I've been training for a lot. Of miles with my motorcycle. I've been, doing some cool maneuverings. No, well, not cool, but actually good maneuverings. I have been practicing with my motorcycle how to do U-turns. The thing that I'm worried is that I don't know which motorcycle I'm gonna use in my video. Oh, in my video, in my exam. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a Honda Rebel 300, but I want to see it first in order to well, at least I would love to ride it first in order to feel more comfortable with a motorcycle. But that's is a thing that I'm gonna see. Have to call the coachers. But it's gonna be it's maybe it's a pet peeve of me of being more prepared than I should be. So I have some news with my motorcycle. So the past month, my motorcycle actually had a leak in the left fork. So the front shock absorber from the left part of the wheel, actually it has a leak. So of course I suspected a broken seal in that shock absorber. Well, haven't been riding that much on my motorcycle because of that reason. I've been doing some maneuvering, but I haven't done a lot of long rides, which is something that I really would like to do with my motorcycle. With that being said, today I already sent it to the shop, so they're gonna put brand new forks in my motorcycle. So I'm really very happy about that. Um, I've been dealing with another problem with my motorcycle, which they told me is a very common uh, issue with Yamaha's V-Stars, which is basically the jets of the carburetors. They desynchronize, so basically it turns the bike sluggish and very slow. And I've been having that especially on winter conditions. Well, in cold days, not in winter conditions. I only ride in sunny days. Never rode at night. Never rode on the wet surfaces or snowy surfaces. So on one videos that you can see are either sunny or already with the ice melted. With that being said, um, I've been having a lot of fun with my bike. I love my bike to death, but of course I'm gonna see next year a way to get a new bike because I think I already outgrow this bike. It's an amazing bike. I love my Yamaha 650, but in other time, I think I already, feel the purpose of get me into the right direction for a new bike. So next year is gonna be um the goal of getting a new bike. Hopefully, a Yamaha Bolt, but I don't know. I think you guys could help me with that because I've been craving for a bobber. So that'll be for another video though, because you guys are gonna help me. So we have also this because I want to see, I want to prepare myself mentally for my future that comes next week. We're gonna be a certified writer, having my license and all. We're gonna watch another DanTheFireMan video about crashes that new writers make. So without further ado, guys, I'm gonna stop yapping and let's get into the video, okay? Reacting to DanTheFireMan.
All right, everybody, we're watching this MotoStars video. There's gonna be a lot of crashes and close calls. The goal is to figure out how it happened, what happened, utilizing the plan method, and we're gonna be talking a little bit more about that. But before we jump into that, make sure you guys check out the store. We do have the brand new, let's go ahead and make myself a little bit bigger, the brand new Smart Writer Games. It is a digital format. You just click one of the QR
I've been
codes,
doing those
and it'll
circuits,
take
by
you
the
to
way.
actual
They're
video
very helpful.
demonstration of what it is that we're doing here. Also, the physical version of it is coming out, so a little bit better view. So that's how you set it up. These are some of the drills.
Cool.
Lots of fun. It's going to help you out when it comes to getting bonded with your bike, tight turns, figure eights, so you're actually prepped and ready for the MSF. Or if you just want to skip the MSF and go straight and get your endorsement, this will help you out. Links in description. Check it out. We're going to jump right into this video.
Hello everyone, in today's
Okay, so once again, we're going to utilize
situation
the plan method.
had to handle. Speed was often the main cause.
So locating hazardous situations, we have a sharp left turn coming up. It says recommended 25 miles per hour. We should probably get closer to that 25 miles per hour. It looks like we're going about 60.
To learn then from the
See if we
mistakes
can
of others.
pause it, but there's another sign indicating, hey, hazardous situation coming up. All the chevrons right there. There's a reason why there's a lot of signage. Let's see what happens here. Looks like we're going about 60. So my front tire's slipping.
Ow!
Bad tread on the tire. Maybe slam the front brake a little bit hard because we're panicking a little bit. Thankfully, nothing bad happened though. But the goal here is to do slow look, press and roll. You guys know how it goes. Slow down before the turn.
Holy crap.
Slow down before the turn, look through the turn, press initiate counter steering and roll.
That was a close call. I would have been shitting my pants already.
Throttle when
I'm glad that I don't actually
Find
ride
out those
that
hazardous
crazy.
situations. Don't make yourself the problem. 103, I'm assuming kilometers per hour. Let's see. Nighttime hazards. We have issues with
Oh my gosh,
visibility.
that's
Like right here, maybe a left turner. We have side of the vehicle right there.
Oh my God!
Taken out, and then we crash and T-bone that person. So when it comes to intersections, that's what I'm talking about. When it comes to plan, we have to locate hazardous situations. If nighttime is going to be the hazardous area, you have to start looking out for patterns. So we're coming up to here, and this is a good indicator right here in the road that there's an intersection coming up. There's an opportunity for a right turn for us, meaning that there's going to be at least a T intersection or a cross intersection.
Is he going 101 miles per hour or 101 kilometers per hour? I think I would love to say 100 kilometers because that would be 60 miles. So that'll be like a less of an impact. Still
So we have to
freaking
be
fast.
aware that there could
Especially
be
at
somebody
night.
else in that area. We also see the side of the vehicle right here. I mean, you can see the intersection up there, but the side of the vehicle, you have a headlight right here, and you have tail light right here. And so when we see that kind of stuff in daytime, we start covering the brakes. We go into orange stage, a little bit prepped and ready, understanding there could be something here. It could be pulling out. Remember, if the visibility is bad for us, it's bad for them. They're not going to see us and not be able to judge well. So kind of creep up to it a little bit slower. So if it's a 35-mile-an-hour road, maybe creep up to it at 30. But what you're doing is engine braking, applying some progressive braking, so you're already prepped and ready for an emergency stop or an emergency swerve. So just be kind of cautious. Kind of have this gut feeling of, I don't know, this isn't good. Because right here, once you see them poking out, you're already slowing down. You're already applying engine braking and progressive braking so that you have weight on that front tire. You're able to slow down enough to hopefully let them go through, and then you can make a swerve. Or if you're going to hit them, instead of hitting them at 35, you might hit them at 15. A little bit better. Still not good, but as smart riders, this is why we acquire and use personal protective equipment. We can't solve every problem. We can hopefully mitigate some of these injuries.
Oh, sounds like a
Don't
hard
anticipate
fucking
that they're
accident.
going to do the right thing. You can't do that.
Right.
It doesn't work. My luck has been off the charts. Okay. I don't know what that was all about. Oh, jeez.
Let me get a little bit more minuscule.
Oh, guarding his left hip.
Ooh.
That's gonna be painful. So he hit the ground and then probably hit the car too, but that right there, that's where the left hip. So we talk about
Ow.
mechanism of injury. So he's gonna have some pain there, maybe some road rash. So the car is going to pull out. So it looks like the car hits the front of his bike, so not his leg. That's good. But then we hit the ground. So this right here is a good representation of why we need gear, because you're going to put your arms out. So motorcycle jackets with impact protection, road rash,
True.
or road abrasion. The abrasion resistance will be good. Left hip is going to hit the ground.
Ouch.
And then we're going to slide on it.
Oh.
It's a funny look, but that's why we get no problem. But it looks like did we go into the second available lane?
No.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
Yeah, we kind
Oh,
of
maybe I'm wrong.
we went into the second available lane,
You know what? A little bit.
not into the first.
There.
So there's the impact. So we got impacted in this lane, but not that lane. So guys, what can we learn from that? Let's go into the first available lane. If our tight turns, then again, let's see. I really want to diagnose this, because did he turn? Yeah, he cut across the lane. I was gonna say, if it's like the double lane and we did that and then we hit, it's our fault if it's a red for us. But we cut into the second lane. So if your tight turns are not sharp, like if you're practicing your tight turns and you're like, I have to go super wide, I have to go wide on the U-turn. This right here is exactly why we should be practicing, because this is going to help you out. Each of these cones are 10 feet apart. So there's a diagram on how to set it up, and if you click the link or scan the QR code, it's going to show you how to do it.
Okay.
10 feet. 10 feet.
10
So
feet
a
away.
parking space is 9 feet. So if you can do a U-turn within 2 parking spaces, that's 18 feet, but here I'm doing 20 feet. That's what the MSF or your licensing is required, is do a U-turn in 20 feet. These lanes, they're about 10, 15, 20 feet. It all depends on kind of like which one. But you should be able to do a tight turn, just a regular turn, within 9 feet into that first lane. So if you're having trouble with your tight turns, that's what this is all about. Links in the description. There's 15% off for it. This is the real life example of why you need to practice, because we cut into the second lane when we could have just went into the first one and not had this issue.
Right.
So our skill issue here caused this. Did that car turn out? Yeah. I don't know where that car turned. Can you stay here? Car turned out.
I mean, with the I really thought the car came out of nowhere. I don't know.
So my assumption is that this car was making a left-handed turn at the light,
right.
and we were making a right-handed turn, but they went into the first available lane and we didn't.
What the? Ow. Ah!
Okay. Go into your first available lane. If you can't make it in the first available lane, practice so you can make it in the first available lane. We're going to move on. A little fast.
Whoa! Oh! Whoa! Oh!
This is a perfect example of what happens when you
Okay. I think we have seen like 4 videos of accidents, and I can sense a common denominator here. All of them are sports bikes. So I don't know if sports bikers are more prone to accidents because of recklessness, or cars just really don't like sports bikes. I don't know. That's why I'm a cruiser guy. Cruiser rod, baby.
Just a little bit. So keep your heads up, kids. So right here, what's happening is that we are going a little too fast going into the on-ramp. Panicked a little bit, probably applied a little bit too much
Such a
brake,
pussy.
started sliding instead of going through the corner, and then high-sided up and over. So this part right here, very sharp.
Right.
Very sharp. So he probably got some lacerations. That's not good.
Ouch.
See you later, legend. There we go. Going through
This is a
here.
perfect example of what happens when you get too confident while speeding. The rider on the left makes a few mistakes and ends up going down in a pretty
Okay. Hey, that was nice. The car moved over for the lane splitter. This must be California.
away.
Oh,
It's coming up out of
jeez.
nowhere. So it's not always car drivers that are causing problems. Oh.
Okay. Is that considered karma in the biker community? Because I think that's some karma right there.
This guy is just, he's going in and out causing issues. Stop riding like you need to get somewhere quickly. You're already on a motorcycle lane filtering. If you're 10 minutes late, leave 15 minutes early. If you can't leave 15 minutes early, because you don't have any discipline. It means you need to wake up 15 minutes earlier in the day. It means you need to maybe get off your phone while you're taking a dump.
True.
And instead of spend 45 minutes taking a dump, you spend 10 minutes.
Oh, that's kind of
Just make it
hard.
45
It
minutes
usually
taking
takes a
dump. You might get
lot of
hemorrhoid.
time.
Okay, you got to be careful
Doing
with
number
that,
2.
okay? Get a squatty potty, get some fiber in you, eat a better diet. Don't get on your phone. Don't bring your phone in there because now it's all gross. Anyways, so we're coming up through here. So vehicle switch lane, open lane pattern, kind of did that. Not doing good with the braking. Nice little impact. So our
Ow!
genitalia is not doing too well.
That is some.
Open book fracture type of stuff.
Probably,
Little soft
yeah.
tissue injury on the balls.
The balls.
Ugh. Okay, here we go. Crashing my MT-07. Oh, geez.
Oh,
But
no!
we're doing it in a somewhat decent area. I mean, there's possible cross traffic. Oh, no. Looped it, so hopefully we have some gear. This looks like Sarita. Yeah, it looks like southern Arizona there. So hopefully you have some gear to mitigate some of those injuries. Here we go. Random wet spot on the highway.
Oh, he's going so
I've
fucking
seen this
fast.
one.
Oh my gosh, he's going so fucking fast, dude.
No, I saw it on Instagram.
It's a wet
I've
surface?
seen some of these on Instagram. All right, let's go back to this. 130.
Oh! Wet surface.
So random wet spot. Why is it a
Yeah.
wet spot? Right there. Okay. So typically on interstates, when they have these big walls, there's usually like a door, and it's like a metal door. It looks kind of weird. It's like, what's that doing there? Inside of that is a hydrant connection. And so if there is a car fire along the shoulders, the fire truck can just pull up
Oh, okay.
somewhere. Let's say they pull up here because the car fire is like right here. They get the hose and they attach it to that because there's no access to
Right, hydrants.
hydrants, and they only have about 250 to 500 gallons of water,
Oh.
and sometimes you might need more depending.
Right.
So whenever you see like a door, especially on the highways that have these big walls, you'll see like a door, like a small door, and there's usually the FDC, the fire department connection. So this one's probably leaking right there. And that's why it's kind of gone right there. It's probably leaking. Maybe they used it or something, or they did a hydrant test and the water hasn't evaporated. But I think one of the big problems here is that we do have 130 miles per hour kind of going through here.
Yes.
It might have saved him, though. When I saw this on Instagram, I kind of thought to myself, it might have saved him going that fast. It caused the problem and saved him at the same time. Because we're going through here, lose traction, okay, 130 miles per hour. But we get out of the situation where it gets to be dry a lot quicker before we can drop the bike. And it's going to grab traction at this point. So it's going to stabilize. So if we're going maybe the speed limit, we might have crashed. Or at the same time, if we're going the speed limit, our tires would have been handling the wet road a lot easier. So we wouldn't be slipping. So there's just a lot of awkwardness happening here. Just don't go 130 miles per hour. That's pretty much that.
Here we are just cruising.
Just cruising.
Warning kick.
Just cruising.
Oh!
Remember,
Oh!
folks, drive fast. Oh, got a little road surface hazard. That's what the leg is for. So you don't have to do the whole leg thing. Oh, he's spraying some stuff. Hopefully that rear tire stays. That is oil building up the lens. Yeah, so he punctured the oil.
Ow!
So you can just tell people, hey,
Gotta let
we're gonna.
everyone else know.
There's road service. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Move out of the way. Get out of the left lane. All that kind of stuff. You don't have to do that part and start like hand signals, leg signals. Check it out. Links in the description for 10% off. Link in description for 15% off. Guys, let's start practicing, start communicating with each other a little bit better.
In this case, speed was the main reason this rider got into trouble.
I have a seizure. All right, here we go.
What the
So
hell? dude?
speed was the main problem here, right? Okay, so 100 miles an hour.
Another
going into a
sports
corner,
spike. What am I
going a little bit
telling?
wide here, applying too much brakes. ABS is
Oh
kicking on,
my
you see that orange
gosh.
light, and we're dumping and going way too much, and there's the crash. Okay, so speed is definitely a main factor here.
We have like what 6 sports bike and 1 cruiser already.
The speed is
I keep
definitely a
it-
main factor here, going 122 miles per hour.
Keep
Let's
it
slow it
count.
down. It's probably at most a 50 mile an hour per road, maybe 60 mile an hour per road,
Mhm.
per hour road. So we're getting shot out a little bit too hard. So roll off the throttle and start applying some progressive braking. You can do this. This is trail braking basically, and try to save yourself. It looks like he's trying to do that. That's where the ABS light is kicking on. So even hey, I'm going to start trail braking. I'm an advanced rider. I'm going to start trail braking. I can go fast as I want and trail brake on any corner I want because I know how to trail brake. Guys, he's braking right now. Probably not doing a lot, maybe doing rear brake, but still he's applying some type of trail braking in his mind. 122 miles per hour, not good. Because he's also probably not getting good body angle. He's probably not looking through the turn. He's probably looking straight. So he's just kind of braking and going straight, hoping to slow down versus I'm trail braking to make the turn. So there's a lot more skills involved. A lot more than just I'm going to trail brake.
Right.
Yeah, so crashing, not good. Probably painful, not full gear. Trail braking is just one skill. You need a bunch of different skills if you're going to be doing something like that. So, highly recommend like a champ school. So you're going to learn all the other stuff instead of just, I'm going to learn how to trail brake. Trail braking would be good in this situation if he was going the speed limit.
Right.
Maybe a little bit over, but not.
That is a 1 lane road, like 1 lane split road. Probably max 55, 66, 65 miles per hour. That's the speed limit. He was doing double that.
Double. So hopefully these guys are doing good. Let's go ahead and get some sound back on because the
God,
seizure music is off now.
But again, another sports bike. Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, now you gotta watch out for barbed wire. Don't touch the rotor. Don't touch the rotor. It's not good, and they blew up right now. Okay.
Good one.
That's an interesting way to kind of hang out. I mean, I get it if the light's not changing, you're just getting relaxed. A little bit of road rush maybe coming up. Oh, jeez. What?
What the hell was that?
What happened?
What the hell was that for? Like,
So there's the impact. He was able to jump off real
maybe
quick.
he wasn't paying attention.
Seems like he wanted to get out and start a fight. I don't know. Interesting. We're moving on.
But yeah, very entertaining, very informative. This guy is. He has like this teacher demeanor. He I think he loves to coach. He loves to teach. He loves to give a lot of information, especially to people who are not very aware and not very knowledgeable about this topic. I get freaked out of all the accidents. That's why I try to avoid large traffic areas. I try to avoid mainly large cities. I live in a very rural city, so there's not much traffic in my area. So that's why I like that. That's why I like, you know, cruising in those kind of places. I live like 2 hours from Denver, and not even God will make me go to Denver in my motorcycle. And so yeah, but I love DanTheFireMan. He's one of the best. Also, MotoGP is one of those that I will love to react as well. And if you guys have any recommendations of how other biker content that I could react to, that is teaching and learning focus, I would love to learn, because this is a great learning strategy by learning of these for learning with these guys. So if you guys have are actually in Dan the Fireman's community, please tell them that there are people that actually love to watch their videos, that love to watch and react to their videos, because they're very entertaining and also very informative. So thank you very much, guys. I'll see you guys next time for more content, for more video content with my motorcycle when it gets ready and actually I can legally ride. And yeah, thank you very much, guys. Stay cruising, okay? Bye bye. Thank you.